Kids are getting chicken nuggets because they're not gonna want to eat this. This is Bittermelon. I think it's Indian Bittermelon. There's a couple types of Bittermelon. This is like the smoother one, and then there's like the really spiky looking one. Or is that the Indian one? I don't know. But I've only used this before because I've seen it on TV. So let's do this. So Bittermelon is supposed to be very, very good for you. I think I read somewhere or heard somewhere that the reason why Japanese people live so long is because they eat this, like on Okinawa. They eat this a lot, but I don't know. I just saw that on TV, so I could be wrong. I'm going to cut it down the middle because we're gonna take all these spongy seeds out. So I'm gonna use a spoon and I'm just gonna like, this isn't very easy. It's not very, like it's not easy to do this, but yeah, I'm gonna do that to this side, and then this one I just cut it into quarters and then I just like sliced it off with my knife. I already sliced it, Ariani.
I'm gonna make it smaller,
bro.
Cause you need it. You can't make it like that.
You can't touch knife. You're too young, bro.
I touch knives a lot.
Illegal.
You should grow a bittermelon plant.
Maybe. Okay. Alright, I'll let you cut one thing. Did you wash your hands?
Yeah, I just did.
Okay, good. Okay. Okay, there we go. So, watch you could cut my hand off. Okay. So, hey, you're gonna cut it like that big. Okay.
I already know how to cut. Oh!
Future chef. So my pieces are like this thick. I don't like them too thick because it's Bittermelon. Like it has a very unique taste that not a lot of people will like. I think it's an acquired taste, but you know, when you figure out that it has a lot of health benefits, you'll just eat it and and not think it's like bad tasting, but it's an acquired taste, I think. But if you do it, if you cut them,
mom's food,
bruh, if you cut them too thin, when you fry them, they break up too quickly.
You fry them?
Yeah. So yeah, this is the thickness I'm going for. Okay, Ariani chopped all these, so we're just gonna take a bunch of salt to take the water out of these things and leave this on the side for a couple minutes. And then we're going to, next is tofu. Nice. Next we're gonna strain our tubu. I'm using firm. Is this firm? Yes. Firm tubu. And I'm gonna use this bag. I don't know if that's the right bag, but it's okay. As long as I get the water out of here. So, let's get this. Open! Sesame! Jeez. Okay, here we go. Maybe. So what I'm gonna do is squish it. I'm gonna put it in this bag. I hope this works.
That's gross.
And
Squeeze!
Yeah, I'm gonna squeeze.
Can I do it? Stop. No.
Okay, squeeze.
Let me just. Do I like make it mushed or do
Yeah, you can mush it. Yeah. Good luck.
I can mush?
Yeah.
Ew.
And then I'm gonna chop up some pork. Okay, so the water was strained out, like squished out. It could be drier than this. Try to get it as dry as possible, because when you cook it, water is gonna start to come out and then make everything soggy. So try to make it bone dry. And now I'm gonna just cut my pork. And you don't have to use pork. Actually, I don't think pork goes in here, but I'm trying to counterbalance the flavor of the Bittermelon, because it's strong. Like, it's strong. Like, it's not cooked. It's strong. And, so some people will not like it, but, you know, you eat it because it's good for you. Next, we're gonna scramble some eggs. So I'm gonna crack 2 eggs. I think that's probably an okay amount. And we're going to fry probably the meat first. Oh, double. So yeah, we're gonna fry the meat first so I can get a lot of the oil out. And then I'm gonna stir fry this in it. Oh, I'm gonna rinse it of the salt first. Not a lot of water came out, so I don't know if I did this right. But yeah, tofu and the egg goes in last, I think. Okay, time to rinse the salt off. Just a little bit. And then I'm gonna squeeze the bitter melon, like squeeze even more water out of here. I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing this, but I don't want it to be soggy. It's not gonna taste good if it's soggy. So my dumbass posted part 2 in the story instead of like drafts, and then I upload all together. So you get to see part 2 before part 1 and 3 are posted. So next we're gonna fry this meat, okay? Okay. And once a lot of the fat comes out, I'm gonna take the meat back out, and then I'm gonna take some fat out, and then I'm going to fry that in some of the fat. Not a lot of fat is coming out actually, so I'm just gonna put the bitter melon in. Here we go. And I'm not using any type of recipe. I'm just gonna season it to taste. You know what happens with that. It's gonna turn out bad, but this is for our health today, okay? Well, let's add some mashed garlic. Yeah, like a big spoonful. And once the bitter melon starts to soften, I'm gonna add, what was it? The tofu, the crushed tofu. Hopefully it doesn't get too watery. Okay, I'm gonna taste one to see how salty it is, because I didn't really wash off the salt before. It's okay. So let's add a bunch of pepper. I'm gonna add MSG and probably Dashida, because that's what I always add. So let's add some Dashida first. Maybe I should do that at the end. I don't know. Well, it's okay. And then some MSG, not too much. And then actually I'm gonna fry the egg on top. And then once the egg like covers everything, then I'm gonna add the tofu. But to my, let me turn this off for a second. But to my scrambled egg, I'm gonna add some of this. This is garlic soy sauce that I bought. Garlic dashi soy sauce. It's really thick. I bought this at that Japan Village the other day. And you just need a little bit. It's just to flavor it, because I feel like if I just add scrambled egg, it's just gonna be less flavorful. And I'm doing this first because I want to sop up some of the oil that's in here. Okay, we are scrambling this egg. It is, yeah, pretty much done. And now we're gonna add in our crushed tofu. Okay, let's hope it doesn't get like really wet, because I'll be so upset if it does. And let's just fold it and heat this tofu up. Okay, so this looks super dry. All the oil has absorbed into the tofu actually. So let's give it a taste and see what we need to add. Alright, this is a little bit of everything. Pork, bitter melon, tofu, and some egg. Definitely needs salt. Maybe I should add Dashida instead of kanjang. I don't want to add soy sauce because I don't want it to be wet. But maybe some sesame oil, just a little bit. Okay, I added Dashida, MSG, and sesame oil, and it smells really nice. it's in the sesame oil. That's what it is. And on top, I'm gonna put some green onion just to make it look pretty. And let me mix this really well, because I don't know the areas that don't have the seasoning and which ones do. Instead, I'm gonna put in some of that garlic dashi soy sauce, and hopefully that's a good amount. This is totally experimentation, by the way. This could come out horribly wrong, but it's actually tasting pretty good. The bitterness of the melon has gone away, and I never achieved that before, so pretty surprised. Okay, taste test again. It's good enough for me. I don't want to overcook the bitter melon. It's just crunchy enough, not mushy. So I'm just gonna top it off when I eat it with some, what is it? The crunchy garlic oil, that little jar I had. Okay, here is my bitter melon. It looks actually more like a tubu dish than bitter melon, but that's okay. And this is the crunchy garlic that I'm gonna use to eat on top. So let's do this quick, because I'm running out of time with my rice. Hopefully I don't burn my mouth. Put some on top. Get on there. Not bad! I was successful today.